Alright, Dylan, what you eating over there?
Doing a video. We are eating tortillas with hummus and summer sausage and cheese. We're doing an extended video.
Oh yeah, this is our video from Belden to
Sierra City.
no. Belden was before, or Sierra City was before Belden.
Mount Shasta?
Bernie Falls.
Bernie Falls.
Bernie Falls State Park.
You should do it all the way to Mount Shasta.
Oh yeah, we can do all the way to Mount Shasta in one go.
Okay. We left Belden, where we had enjoyed the hospitality of the Priceless Music Festival, which included an inflatable experience where we rafted down the maybe dangerous rapids, and a couple free beers.
And because of those things, we got out of town quite a bit later than anticipated. A pretty big, 4,000 or 5,000 foot climb out of Belden. We didn't get started on that till maybe 7 o'clock, so we only had a couple hours of daylight. And we'd heard rumors from the Brattons, the Trail Angels, of a problem bear up in the hills behind there.
And partway up, we actually passed the site of an old cabin that had been taken down, and there was some pretty obvious bear activity in the area. So when we did get to camp, around 10:30, it was pretty dark. We made sure we cooked away from our tent, and we had a pretty good bear hang. But in the middle of the night,
well, we first woke up to Dylan yelling, "Fraser, the bear hang's gone down."
which it hadn't.
Which it hadn't, luckily. But unfortunately, the crashing noises all around us were very real.
Pretty sure it was a bear, not a deer.
Yeah, I'd say just about 100% sure. So we had a bear circling our tent for several hours that night. He got to hear a little bit of O Canada,
Spirit of the West.
some Spirit of the West.
Our go-tos.
Yeah, it wasn't a great night's sleep. We woke up in the morning thinking we might have been a little panicky, just afraid of the dark. But when we went back to the site where we'd cooked dinner last night, which was a couple hundred yards down the trail, we found that a bunch of our stuff had been moved around. Definitely something had gone through it, and then Dylan's poles were just missing.
So, in hunting for the poles, we found one sort of scattered 40 yards one side of the trail. The other one scattered 40 yards the other side of the trail with some pretty good teeth marks in the handles. So it did take us a while to get going. There had been a bear that kept us up all night.
Yeah, it was a terrible night's sleep.
All right, what else happened on that stretch?
Well, that stretch we were starting to hike quickly to try and meet the Hart Maxwells and Salty Dog and Peniton.
Yeah. In Mt Shasta. So we gunned it pretty hard with some 30-mile days to get through to
Bernie Falls, where we had a package waiting for us.
I'm trying to remember what else happened between there.
I should have gotten out the journal.
Anyways, when we did arrive at Bernie Falls, we had a pretty touristy area with quite a few shiny, clean tourists walking around. And it was kind of funny because we rolled up to these pretty spectacular waterfalls and just kind of tossed our packs down in the midst of a bunch of wide-eyed tourists and proceeded to get in the water and start scrubbing and washing ourselves, much to the surprise of some of the onlookers.
Yeah, especially because that water was freezing cold.
But it was cool. We got our package. A nice man was pretty excited about our trip and gave us some beers.
Yeah, he was on his honeymoon.
It was cool.
Very nice.
And we hung out. That was where we first met Wally.
That was where we first met Wally.
Who we ended up hiking with for a while, actually.
For the next few days, at least.
Yeah. So we kind of lazed around there probably a little longer than we should have, and finally got moving. Made it out of Bernie, and from Bernie it was really just a couple-day push through to Mount Shasta, where we were meeting my parents.
Yeah, and well, the girls did a blog post for that, but it was awesome. Popped out early enough in the morning on the 13th and they were sitting waiting for us at the trailhead. Had a quick shower and ran over to a pizza joint for the World Cup.
Caught the World Cup final, which was good.
Awesome. Really, really good to see everyone. Yeah. It's a little farther ahead in our trip than we are, but big thanks to both sets of parents for coming out.
Absolutely. Pretty awesome time having some visitors.
Yeah, they did really well.
Also, big thanks to your mom's friend.
Yeah, Susan from the ELI.
Sending us some awesome bars.
Yeah, definitely keep us going for the next few stretches.
Much appreciated.
Very much appreciated. And I guess Salty Dog and Peniton for coming out.
Thanks for coming out, Salty Dog and Peniton.
The next installment will be...
The girls wrote the next one, so the next one will be...
Oh, we might be caught up.
No, we're Mount Shasta. No, we're from where the girls left at Scott Mountain
Oh, yeah, we're not caught up at all.
through to Ashland, where we met Fraser's parents.
No, that'll be it.